Hello YouTube, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at the first kit for the chemical plant, which is the truck serve fuel distributor. I did do an unboxing video of this, went through all the parts on an old phone, which has since it's gone missing. I was talking to someone on the phone and I left it on top of my car and continued on loading my car with stuff and drove away, and I haven't been able to find it since. So that's what that video is, along with some of the build, some of the footage I took of assembling the kits. So here it is, kind of all assembled. I'll go over what you get, I guess, in the kit. So you get these 4 tanks with the berm and the steps, all the ladder to come up, all this piping that attaches. You get the manhole access covers. You get this little office shack. This is kind of a typical, not typical, but I find that these are usually included in the a lot of the Walthers kits, and there's also a kit that I used to have, which is was just this building and this little guard shack here, which I've painted up and did it with the door open. It's not glued down yet because I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. Put a person in it. But what's interesting to mention is this is not in the instructions with this kit. It comes on the sprue with this item, so I'm thinking instead of omitting the item, it's just cheaper for Walthers to include this, even though it's not mentioned in the kit and it's not in the artwork. This would have had little gate arms to go on either side. Those weren't in the kit, so I might just make my own. So just touch on that. This I just did a simple paint job, simple weathering. I kind of just put a black piece of cardstock in there, so when it's on the layout it just looks like the lights are off and you can't really see inside of it. What else you get is the where you would the pumps would come in to load the trucks or unload them depending on the operation. That is a Bachman figure that's not included. This was tricky to put together. All these little pipes and things are all separate pieces, including the little round end parts. Up there is all kind of separate. It's supposed to be designed so you could kind of swing them open, but it was too much of a pain to get them to work like that, so I just I glued them permanently in place. So back there, these are supposed to be meters reading, but I just thought I'd do them up as little emergency stop buttons. Get the motor and the pump housing. Like I said, this industry is based off of kind of a real place, so I have kind of a general understanding of kind of how it all works. So instead of fuel, these will be used to store chemicals and then this is where the trucks would come to get filled up to be transported out to customers. You'll also get in this kit is the, don't know if it's the full kit, but you get a good piece of it is the chain link fence comes with it, and all the parts for that. So for value, I think you get quite a bit in this kit. I was really impressed. It was fun to put together. Tricky instructions were a little confusing for this part. I think it came out pretty good with some of the weathering, like stains from leaks and whatnot. It's kind of my first weathering job. I mostly just used paints. I think I might have overdid it a little bit. But, oh, I think it still looks okay. The base here, I used like a sand and did it up kind of the way you would do ballast, and I glued it in place because this would have some kind of gravel inside the berm. Got this little piece here isn't secured in, but kind of painted little bits of red to indicate valve, shut-off valves, and I've got the here. One issue I had is this berm, I don't know if it was just molded, but it was kind of warped, so when you set the storage tanks on top, they would be bowed out a bit. So if you're making this kit, I'd recommend putting glue them down, and then get some painter's tape, and just before you add the ladders, tape them so they're together, and then let the glue dry, and then they'll be in place. It's still not perfect, but it's a lot better than it was. I wish I had the pictures. So yeah, so that should make an interesting addition to the chemical plant. And there's still a lot more to come. Now this is actually empty now, but thanks for watching, and if you like this video, just give it a like, subscribe if you're not already, and I'll catch you next time.